What's good, everyone? This is Jim. Welcome back for another session. Now, I'm starting to hear about this more and more often as time progresses, and it looks like the latest version update on JP Dokkan hasn't really fixed the problem. So, I know there are access issues based on the Facebook link feature in the game or whatnot, and again, I'm coming across more and more people that are facing this issue. So. I think after seeing a comment on a video yesterday, I ended up texting Truth, and unfortunately I wasn't able to jump on a call, but it seems like later in the night he did kind of make a couple of Twitter posts addressing this, right, essentially. So I just kind of wanted to briefly talk about it, but before we get into some of the open items here, I think what my intention was here was, one, for anyone facing the issues right now, this is, hopefully a spot where you can air out your grievances, what issues you're dealing with, just a centralized location where people can talk about it essentially on the YouTube platform, right? I know stuff is being talked about on the Twitter side, but not everybody uses it. So hopefully this will bring more awareness. And honestly, I'm not an expert in the subject matter, so, if you still have questions, how to resolve the issues related to this, reach out to your favorite, Dokkan YouTubers or whatever big influencers are in the community. Maybe, the more, I don't know, like the Jurassic 5 track from back in the day, the power of numbers, it's the more people talk about it, the more people raise awareness about it, and, it gets more and more momentum. Maybe that'll push Bandai to actually fix this issue on a comprehensive level versus a case-by-case level, which is kind of what Truth is talking about based on what I see on the Twitter threads from last night. So again, just to give you an overview, he's talking about on JP, there's currently a bug/glitch with recovering your account via the Facebook link, right? So basically, I mean, this is a given after the fact, but, it's obviously recommended to have alternative means of linking your account besides the Facebook. When they were first announcing like the multiple other options, I ended up connecting it to my Google account like last year at some point. So, I'm not necessarily going through this issue, but for those that are, this is kind of like the situation at this point in time. But basically what he came down to, I guess, in this case is basically just having to, submit a form, right? And I guess he got Gresh to write out a Japanese text talking about, the example of text here in Japanese on Twitter, and I'll provide the links for it, is basically just telling Bandai that you've got an account issue where it's linked up with Facebook and you're not able to correctly go through it. There's like error messages that keep popping up or whatever the case is. So I know there's a form that you have to officially submit this information to, so I know it was like within the thread here, so I'll make sure to put it in here. But before we go into the big bulk of this thing, right, in terms of like the resolution factor of it, just make sure you guys are involved with the information available. And again, I'm saying this because I'm no expert in this particular subject matter, so I like to digest my material and information as much as I can before I pull the trigger on it. So I would advise the same thing, and I honestly don't know if Bandai is going to, again, conduct a comprehensive patch to fix this up, or if it's going to force people to be, submitting forms on a case-by-case basis with the requests or whatever. There's a lot of nuances related to that too, and it's not necessarily the easiest way to go about it, because you do have to submit, if I remember correctly, everything in Japanese and what have you. So I can't suggest to you exactly what needs to be done in order for you to solve the problem. Again, my intention here is to provide a hub, essentially, right, for you guys to be able to talk about it, just bring in examples of your own individual cases, and maybe by sharing thoughts, you guys can kind of come through a big picture, resolution format, right? I mean, it's just you basically gotta piece together a bunch of information in order to be able to tell a story, essentially, right? That's kind of my opinion of how I tackle things. So again, I do apologize that I personally cannot provide you any fixes or resolutions related to this, but I at least wanted to provide an airwave of acknowledging this current issue. More or less, that was what my intention was here. So fire away in the comments. If you're facing the issue, just blast out what you're currently dealing with. Maybe others that are seeing this can also provide their inputs. Maybe they can share the same experiences, or how they were able to resolve it, what have you. So hopefully, we can come down to an answer this way. So again, this is just a brief overview of the current issue with the Facebook linking issue with accounts on JP Dokkan. So I do have to apologize that I don't have like the answers for you guys, but again, hopefully this is a platform to be able to kind of bring things closer to a resolution. All right. With that being said, I'm going to sign off here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching. Catch you guys later.